The reconstruction of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris has undergone many challenges in the 4 years since it was gutted by a fire. And now, with much of the structural work done, teams there are narrowing their focus to recreating the famous statues said to be its protectors from harm. Stephanie Prentice reports.
They sit up high on historic buildings, tasked with redirecting rainwater from roofs, and also said to provide spiritual protection from the wrath of heaven by scaring off evil spirits. No self-respecting cathedral could operate without its gargoyles. But some of them didn't survive the fire in 2019, and a dozen of France's finest sculptors were called in.
It's very fine. There are edges that are very fine, well drawn. We have to reproduce them as they were originally done. It's our duty.
These new creatures are being made out of clay or huge blocks of stone shipped down the Seine, but some of the older ones are also being saved.
This
is not a Viollet-le-Duc. It is older. I think it dates from a restoration in the 18th century. You can recognise the style. It is very busy. You can see on the column that there are lots of little spikes.
Each piece takes at least 3 weeks to complete. And after that, of course, the task of getting them into position begins.
These are stones that will now be part of the cathedral for 400, 500, 600 years. This is another element that shows that the cathedral is rising from its ashes.
And Notre Dame, or Our Lady, is set to rise again as Paris's Gothic masterpiece in 2024. Stephanie Prentice, BBC News.